So welcome back, everyone. Let's begin, as always, with a prayer and invocation to the lineage of gurus that are guiding us and allowing us to go deeper in meditation with their help. Divine Mother, Celestial Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Maharshai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, we humbly and lovingly invoke your presence. Be with us in meditation. Attune us with your vast consciousness. Allow us to go deep into concentration so that we may find our connection with the divine, find our connection with the true self that lies within us all. Help us to overcome our fears and our doubts, our problems and our worries and our anxieties. We leave them all and we go into the temple of silence tonight. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us and teach us to awaken that love in all. Om, peace, Amen. So this week I wanted to continue on the theme that we started with last week, which is be the change. You hear it a lot in this life of rather than changing the world, become the change that you want to see in the world. But how do we do that? What does that mean? And the quote that I was using last week, this is from the poet Rumi. He said, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself." And so that's what we're here on this planet to do, is to change ourselves. We've been given these bodies, these minds, and this is what we have to work on. And when we do work on ourselves, the wonderful thing is that we do make an impact on the world around us. If you think about change, the change that you want to see in the world. Me personally, I would like to see a world that's more loving, more calm, more peaceful, more joyful. And that change always has to happen on an individual level. Individuals must decide that they first want to change and then find the tools and take the steps to start changing. And so it's so wonderful that we have our group here together where we can encourage each other to change and to grow. And this change that we are seeking, what does that look like for us? Well, one of the things that comes up when we're deciding, we're getting on board with wanting to change, wanting to become the best version of ourselves, wanting to do the work, the first thing that comes up is introspection. Being brave enough to decide and ask to be shown ways in which we could improve. And being able to look at those with curiosity and with actually joy rather than embarrassment, shame, beating ourselves up. We can be given these insights about little things that we could change about ourselves. Noticing, when, something that I do a lot maybe creates friction in my life. Maybe I get impatient and I talk over others. Maybe I exaggerate my stories and I lose magnetism and people's trust in me. Or maybe I'm, arrogant in certain ways. looking at these different things in our lives and honestly seeing them and deciding, I see that I'm going to be different. It's really a gift. And if we can do that without the shame and the anxiety and the ego fear that comes from that, we can really make great strides to changing ourselves and then being wonderfully effective in the world around us. And as well through meditation. Meditation allows us, we are training our minds. I really like to think of myself as a white belt with his aim on a black belt in awareness. I have a long way to go, but I'm training my mind. And we can train our minds to learn to be happy, to be calm, to be sweet, no matter what is going on in the world around us. We have great chance, great opportunity in these times that we live. We got to deal with an enormous pandemic and everything that comes with that. How calm can you stay? How much faith do you have? Put your practice into real life use. And now as the pandemic is dimming, we're on to world war. So now, how calm can you be? All these things come and go through our lives. We get sick, we get injured. Things happen that we wish didn't happen. We fail. We become disappointed. We disappoint others. But the truth is that we can be happy, inwardly happy, amidst all of this. And that's what we're practicing tonight. There's a quote that I love that I keep introducing to the group. This is Swami Kriyananda. He said, "The secret of prosperity is happiness. For a determination simply to be happy attracts prosperity. Happiness is at the same time the best definition of prosperity." So if you decide to be happy, and then when difficulties come, you say, no, this is not going to take me off my game. This is not going to make me suffer and be miserable. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be sweet no matter what happens around me. And that is prosperity. You can't lose if you do that. And that in turn makes us very attractive towards material prosperity in this life. The things that we're aiming at, it gives us very powerful magnetism in life. I like to watch survival shows on TV where people purposefully put themselves in the worst possible scenarios, or mountain climbers, or people that do very risky sports. They put themselves in very difficult, challenging situations to see what they're made of. And the ones that always succeed are the ones who have the best attitude, who can stay calm, can stay sweet, can stay happy no matter what is happening, no matter how unluxurious our surroundings become. We can use our meditations to become calm, tune into calmness that exists within. And then the more powerful that calmness becomes, we get to use it in our lives. This life can be like a video game for us, and the only objective is the video game is to stay calm, sweet, and happy no matter what happens. And you win. That's the game. So that's what we're practicing tonight. We're practicing learning how to be happy. Something that's been very powerful in my practice that my teachers at Ananda and my guru Yogananda would teach is affirmation. And I love this affirmation. This is an affirmation for happiness, where tonight, from this point onwards, we're going to vow to make a determination to do our best to be happy. Of course, we'll be challenged and we'll fail over and over. But every time, oh, you got me that time, I'm going to try again. Bring it on. If we can get to a place where it's, you honestly could just say every day, bring it on, give me your worst, I'm going to stay happy. I think that's a good place to be. And so let's do this affirmation together. So we're going to repeat this affirmation out loud. We're going to repeat it 5 times. First with a loud, energetic voice. Secondly, with a normal speaking voice. Thirdly, we'll whisper, make our concentration even more founded in our deepest concentration. Be very focused. And the fourth time, silently. And then the fifth time, silently again with even deeper concentration. So each time going deeper and deeper. Listening to these words from Swami Kriyananda, he says, happiness is an attitude of mind, born of the simple determination to be happy under all outward circumstances. Happiness lies not in things, nor in outward attainments. It is the gold of our inner nature, buried beneath the mud of our outward sense cravings. When you know that nothing outside you can affect you, no disappointment, no failure, no misunderstanding from others, then you will know that you have found true happiness. Resolve now strongly to keep that flame burning ever in your heart. And now repeating after me, first with a loud, energetic voice. I vow from today onwards to be happy.
I vow from today onwards to be happy.
Under every circumstance.
Under every circumstance.
I came from God's joy.
I came from God's joy.
I am joy.
I am joy.
Again with a normal speaking voice. I vow from today onwards to be happy.
I vow from today onwards to be happy.
Under every circumstance.
Under every circumstance.
I came from God's joy.
I came from God's joy.
I am joy.
I am joy.
And now whispering, going deeper. I vow from today onwards to be happy. Under every circumstance. I came from God's joy. I am joy. Silently now. I vow from today onwards to be happy. Under every circumstance. I came from God's joy. I am joy. And now silently again, with even deeper concentration, aiming to lift your consciousness into super consciousness, into your soul awareness, so that these thoughts become deeply, deeply embedded in all levels of your body, mind, and soul. I vow from today onwards to be happy. Under every circumstance. I came from God's joy. I am joy. Om. Peace. Amen. Listening to this prayer. O Lord of joy, fill me with boundless happiness. For I am thy child, made in thy blissful image. As thou art joy, so also in my inner self am I. Om. Peace. And so now, preparing ourselves for meditation, finding our backs in a straight line. Feel that your head is being drawn upwards as if there were a magnet pulling your head up and straightening your spine. Relax, feeling the strong trunk of the tree that is your torso. During meditation, we'll have our palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso. And we'll have our head in a straight line. The key is that we'll be moving energy through our bodies, so we want a straight back and our heads parallel to the floor. We'll be using a few very powerful techniques. First is a way to dissolve the tension in the body very quickly and very effectively. It's a double inhalation, a tensing of all the muscles in the body, and then a double exhaling and relaxing. It sounds like this. in a low, medium, high, drawing energy into the body, vibrating with that energy, and then exhaling, relax. And then we release all of the tension in the body. We'll also be using a technique of measured breathing, where we'll be inhaling to a count of 8, holding to a count of 8, and then exhaling to a count of 8. So you want to inhale very slowly, hold, and then exhale very slowly. I'd also like to add to this technique tonight a breathing through specific nostrils. So as we breathe in, we'll use our right hand on the right nostril. We'll take a breath in, hold the breath 8 seconds, and then we'll breathe out from the right nostril. Again, it's breathing in through the left nostril, holding the breath, and hold the nose, releasing on the right side and breathing out through the right side. That practice is very interesting, so go with it. I'll guide us through it so that we can easily do it. And we'll also be using a technique called hong-sau. This is a very powerful technique for developing concentration. Concentration heals the mind. It brings calmness. We can learn to concentrate in meditation and find that inner calmness. We can use this calmness in our lives anytime anxiety, stress, fear comes up. We can focus and concentrate. Return to that inner calmness. It's very simple. On the inhale, we'll be mentally chanting Hong. On the exhale, Sa. At some point during the hong-sau meditation, I'll ask you to use the right index finger. And that's very simple. It's just on the inhalation, you curl the right index finger toward you. And on the exhale, fingers extended. It's just similar to like counting with mala beads, more candy for the mind. And I'll guide us for using those techniques. Then we'll drop the techniques and we'll learn to attune to the qualities, the divine qualities within. And then we'll share these divine qualities with our loved ones and with the world around us. So now let's put aside all of your cares and worries, projects you're working on, conversations with others. No one is allowed into your meditation that is not your teacher, your inner guru, deity that you're focusing on. Choose your traveling companions wisely and shut the door and lock it. And then we'll bring our loved ones into the meditation afterwards. But now, this is your chance. You've done so much to be able to be here now, tonight, carved out this time. Let's use it wisely. Put aside all cares and worries, and let's go deep in meditation tonight. So sitting up in a straight line, back in a straight line, head parallel to the ground, palms upturned on the torso and the legs. Let's take in a deep breath. And all the way out. Now double inhale, intense. Low, medium, high, vibrating with energy, drawing energy into the body. Exhale, relax. High, medium, low, dissolve. Inhale, intense. Low, medium, high, vibrate with energy. Exhale, relax. High, medium, low. Inhale, intense. Low, medium, high, vibrate just a bit higher. Exhale, relax. Release, dissolve. Let go of all the tension. Feel it dissolving. Breathing normally. And now let's do a few rounds of measured breathing. We'll be inhaling through the right nostril, holding the breath for 8 counts, and then exhaling 8 counts out of the right nostril. So taking a deep breath, and all the way out. And now with the right hand on the right nostril, inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale, right nostril. Inhale, left nostril. Hold. Exhale. Inhale, left nostril. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And now breathing normally, relaxing, letting go of all cares and worries, setting your determination. You're awake and ready, determined. We want to be the best versions of ourselves. Let's go. Begin to notice the breath. Noticing the breath as it comes and goes, not controlling the breathing, but allowing it naturally, like waves on a seashore, coming, going. We are the awareness, is noticing the sensation of the breath. Begin to notice the sensation of the breath in the nostrils, feeling the breath a bit cool on the inhale. And with attention, noticing slightly warm or tepid on the exhale. Zoom in with awareness now to the feeling of the breath in the nostril. Focus 100% of your concentration, the feeling of the breath in the nostrils. And as you become more and more relaxed with each breath, let's consciously now move the sensation, the feeling of the breath from the nostrils up to the bridge of the nose, where the nose meets the skull. Feel the breath coming and going from the bridge of the nose. And as you become more and more relaxed with each breath, letting the breath come and go, let's take that sensation up again now, just slightly, to the point between the eyebrows, the spiritual eye, the seat of superconscious awareness. Move all of your attention, your focus to that point. Gaze uplifted. You may see a light. Focus at that point. Feel the cool and warm sensation of the breath coming and going from the spiritual eye. And now let's add the mantra hong-sau. Mentally chanting hong on the inhalation, and mentally chanting sa on the exhalation. Feeling the breath cool and warm at that point. Let's also add the right index finger now, gently curling it toward you on the inhalation, and then gently away from you on the exhalation. Nothing else to do, nothing else to think about, only this. Feeling the breath cool and warm at the point between the eyebrows, mentally chanting Hong on the inhale, Sa on the exhale. Gaze uplifted to that point, and using the right index finger. Nothing else. Focus deeper and deeper with every breath. Every breath is a new opportunity for deeper focus. Becoming more and more relaxed, focused with each breath. Letting the breath come and go, feeling the sensation at the point between the eyebrows. As you become more and more relaxed, you may find the breath becoming a bit shorter, and those pauses between breaths becoming a bit longer. Enjoy those pauses. In those pauses, you can chant Om, Om, Om with your gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows. Becoming more and more focused with each breath. This technique of developing concentration brings an opportunity to feel the calmness within. With this calmness, we can heal our minds. This allows us to become the change. Allow your mind, feel your mind healing. This focused, calm concentration. Now, undistracted, untouched by language, let's focus together now, undistracted, for 30 seconds. And now, letting go of the mantra, letting go of hong-sau, letting go of the focus on the breath and the right index finger. Gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, undistracted. Taking a deep breath as if you were breathing in through your heart. Hold the breath, feel a light there in the heart. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Move that energy up from your heart, up through your throat, up to the base of the brain, through the brain to the spiritual eye. 3 exhales from that point. Gazing into the infinite through the spiritual eye. Great sages say this point between the eyebrows is like a mirror. Allows us to look inwards, find the infinity within us. Keep your gaze piercing into this darkness. You may see a light in the darkness. Focus on that light. Yogananda tells us that this point between the eyebrows is our spiritual broadcasting station. Our mental microphone allows us to send our prayer demands to the infinite, to the Divine Mother, to the Celestial Father, to our dearest and greatest friend, our beloved God. Yogananda tells us that one of the easiest ways, one of the simplest ways that we can come to make a connection with the divine is to come as a child. Feel yourself as a child now. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Let's call out to our Divine Mother, who is always so happy that we are here, focusing, interested in God, interested in changing and transforming, interested in becoming happy. The way that we can be well-behaved children is to live our life with happiness and with connection to the divine qualities. So with our gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, coming as a child, call out from that point to the Divine Mother, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Just like when a child is asking for something from their parent, If they become distracted, playing with something else, thinking about something else, talking about something else, very unlikely to get what they're looking for in the first place. Put aside all other thoughts. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Love in your heart. Call out. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. And now begin to feel your heart is opening. Your inner guru is opening your heart. Allow your heart to open, become very receptive, surrendering. Begin to feel a vibration in your heart center. You may notice it's a small spark, small tingling sensation there. Feel that vibration now growing, expanding. Rippling energy spreading through your body. Begin to notice this feeling in your heart as a feeling of peace. The peace of a night sky, stars above, the moon. The peace of the space in the room. Enjoying this peaceful vibration as a sure connection with divine. Feeling yourself becoming more enthusiastic, more focused. Feeling your body rippling with this peaceful vibration. See this energy glowing strong in your heart center and radiating out to your body. Now let's again feel that energy in the heart moving upwards. This energy is moving upwards through the spine, up through your heart, up through your throat, to the base of the brain, curving through the brain to the spiritual eye. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, once again connecting deeply as a child with the Divine Mother, smiling and calling out, reveal thyself, knowing that you will receive an answer. Completing this connection, making this connection, gaze is laser focused at the spiritual eye, calling out, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. With wistful yearning in your heart, feel it opening wider. Your heart is like a radio receiver, tuned to ecstasy. Feel your heart now receiving these waves of energy. These waves of energy are filling your heart. And feel now a vibration there, sensation, glowing, swirling ball of energy in your heart. Feel that energy now growing, amplifying, expanding, filling your body with light rays. Feeling this energy in the heart. Begin to notice that it is a feeling of deep calmness. Calmness differs from peace because it is dynamic. This calmness exists within us no matter what is going on in the world around us. This calmness is like standing in the eye of a hurricane, completely calm. Feeling this calm energy spreading and filling your body. Your body is glowing with calm energy. You have a sense of well-being because you know that nothing can touch this calmness. Yogananda tells us that calmness is invincibility. And with calmness, we can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. Feel that calmness, that courage that comes. Feel that energy glowing, filling your body. Enjoying this connection, keeping that gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Calling out, enjoying this connection. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Yogananda and Swami Kriyananda tell us that God's love is always flowing to us. That it is we, by our love, that must complete the circuit. Offer your love now at the spiritual eye, completing the circuit. Calling out to the Mother, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Yogananda tells us that if you only knew how much God loves you, you would die for joy. Feel that you are willing to die for joy, that nothing in the world is more important. No physical, no material pleasure can compare to this connection that we can have with our true self. In India, the word for God is Sat-Chit Ananda. Ever conscious, ever existing, ever new bliss. This is what we really are. These bodies, these stories, these lives, these challenges, these happy times, sad times, they come and go like waves in the ocean. Let's not be the wave, let's merge with the ocean, oneness with all. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye with love in our hearts, calling out, Mother, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. And now begin to feel a tingling, a vibration in the heart as this heart opens like a bud, like a lotus, opening, turning upwards to receive the light of the sun. If you don't know what love feels like, ask the Divine Mother, show me what love is. Goes beyond language. Giving and receiving love is simultaneous. Feel that you are surrendering now and receiving this love and offering your love at the spiritual eye, completing the circuit, creating a magnetic field between you and the infinite, the primal force of all creation. Feel this energy in the heart is growing, expanding. Amplified, swirling ball of light in your heart. It's growing stronger and brighter. Your body is filled with glowing diamond light, becoming so bright. This light is spilling out of your body into the room, and the edges of your body are now blurred with the light around you. You now don't feel where your body ends and the space around you begins. Resting in this expanded awareness, begin to enjoy this presence of the divine. Feeling a sense of joy rippling through your body. This joy that has no outward cause. This feeling of bliss is growing brighter and expanding, glowing. Light is so bright that your edges of your body are blurred, and there is 1,000,000 miles of white light space in front of you. 1,000,000 miles of white light space behind you. 1,000,000 miles of white light space to your left, and 1,000,000 miles of white light space to your right. 1,000,000 miles below, 1,000,000 miles above. It's expanding at the speed of light. Consciousness is center everywhere, circumference nowhere. We are not limited by these bodies. Definition of the ego is our association and identification with the limitations of the body. Let that identification with the body dissolve as you expand into infinity. Feeling this white light healing energy glowing all around you. This is our home. This is why we were created. To go out and explore all of the material pleasures of the world. Come back after we realize that none of them can truly satisfy. It is only this connection. Feeling this connection with the Divine Mother and this joy within. This peace that passes all understanding. Feel a smile spreading across your belly. Feel a smile spreading across your chest. Feel a smile spreading across your throat. Feel a smile spreading across your mouth. Feel a smile spreading across your brow. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Gratitude. Enthusiasm for life. And now, let's call to mind our loved ones, those we know who are in need of healing energy that you would like to invite into this expanded space of healing light. Perhaps you know someone in need of physical healing, or mental healing, or spiritual healing. See that person or perhaps a group of people in your mind. Pull them into this light space. See them in your mind's eye, happy and free of suffering, grateful for all of the challenges because they have brought new understanding, new abilities, new strength and courage. We wouldn't trade these difficulties for the world because now they are stronger. See them freed and happy. Feel this light energy inside your heart, beaming into their hearts. You can see them and say their names mentally in your mind, beaming this light into their hearts. And now feel that that light is beaming back to you from their hearts. You are sharing in this healing light energy. Never runs out. And now, with your friends and family healed, let's expand our consciousness out into this world. We can bring into our mind Europe and Ukraine and Russia and all of those who are involved in making decisions and involved in this world affair. Let's send them all this light. Bring this light to them. Sense of well-being, sense of peace, of calmness, the ability to make good decisions, more understanding. Returning to your heart center now, let's feel this light that is in our heart center spilling out and filling the room that we're in. This light energy is spilling out from the room into the streets, into the city, in the neighborhood. Now it's spilling out into the state or the province that you're in. All receptive hearts are feeling nourished, less fearful, sense of well-being, hopeful, feeling nourished, realizing this world is not as solid as it presents itself to be. See now this light energy is spreading and filling the entire country that you're in. All mountains, all valleys, rivers, lakes, oceans, the sky, the grass, the trees, being healed and nourished, all atoms, all creatures vibrating with a high frequency. Now see this light expanding exponentially and wrapping planet Earth in an iridescent rainbow light swirling, spinning around Mother Earth. She is present in every atom. And we are consciousness. With our consciousness, we demand Mother Earth to heal. Every being is becoming more peaceful, more loving. And now let's join in this vibration together, with our palms together in front of the heart. We'll say this prayer to Divine Mother, and then we'll rub the hands together, feeling a warm energy in the hands. We'll raise our hands and chant Om together 3 times as we feel this planet healing and sending this energy out as far into the universe as you can imagine. So with the palms together in front of the heart, taking in a deep breath, and all the way out. And repeating after me. Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Manifest Your healing presence
Manifest Your healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
all minds,
all minds,
and all souls.
and all souls.
Rubbing the hands together, feeling that warm energy, the magnetism in the hands, becoming a channel for this light. Taking in a deep breath. Arms up. Om. Peace. Amen. I'd like to end our session together with a poem. This is a poem by Avatar Guru, awakened master Paramhansa Yogananda, relating in English language his experience of the state of Samadhi bliss. Feel that these words are your heart's words. This is where we're all headed. This is why this life is infinite. You can play as long as you like. Try as many things as you like to find happiness. But in the end, we all find true happiness in Samadhi bliss. Find ourselves interested in meditation. We can move there much more quickly with these techniques and tools. So listen to these words from Yogananda as he recalls and explains, and with beautiful language helps us to feel this future state of consciousness within us. He says, "Vanished the veils of light and shade, lifted every vapor of sorrow, sailed away all dawns of fleeting joy, gone the dim sensory mirage. Love, hate, health, disease, life, death, perished these false shadows on the screen of duality. Waves of laughter, scylla's of sarcasm, melancholic whirlpools melting in the vast sea of bliss. The storm of Maya stilled by magic wand of intuition deep. The universe, forgotten dream, subconsciously lurks, ready to invade my newly wakened memory divine. I live without the cosmic shadow, but it is not bereft of me. As the sea exists without the waves, yet they breathe not without the sea. Dreams, wakings, states of deep turiya, sleep, past, present, future, no more for me, but ever present, all flowing, I, everywhere. Planets, stars, stardust, earth. Volcanic bursts of doomsday cataclysms, creation's molding furnace, glaciers of silent X-rays, burning electron floods, thoughts of all men, past, present, to come. Every blade of grass, myself, mankind, each particle of universal dust. Anger, greed, good, bad, salvation, lust. I swallowed, transmuted all into a vast ocean of blood of my own one being. Smoldering joy off-puffed my meditation is blinding my tearful eyes. Bursts into immortal flames of bliss. Consumed my tears, my frame, my all. Thou art I am thou, knowing, knower, known as one. Tranquil, unbroken thrill, eternally living, ever new peace. Enjoyable beyond imagination of expectancy, Samadhi bliss, not a mental chloroform or an unconscious state without willful return. Samadhi but extends my conscious realm beyond the limits of the mortal frame to the furthest boundary of eternity, where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. The sparrow, each grain of sand fall not without my sight. All space, like an iceberg, floats within my mental sea. Colossal container I of all things made, by deeper, longer, thirsty, guru-given meditation comes this celestial samadhi. Mobile murmurs of atoms are heard. The dark earth, mountains, veils, low, molten liquid. Flowing seas change into vapors of nebulae as Om blows upon vapors, opening wondrously their veils. Oceans stand revealed, shining electrons, till at last the sound of the cosmic drum. Vanish the grosser lights into eternal rays of all-pervading bliss. From joy I came, for joy I live. In sacred joy I melt. Ocean of mind, I drink all creation's waves. 4 veils of solid, liquid, vapor, light, lift aright. Myself in everything enters the great myself. Gone forever, fitful, flickering shadows of mortal memory. Spotless is my mental sky. Below, ahead, and high above. Eternity and I, one united ray. A tiny bubble of laughter. I am become the sea of mirth itself. Now let's become this sea of mirth. Let's chant Om together, an eternal Om, and we'll end with Amen. Feeling that we're emerging with this new world of higher vibration, higher frequency. And when we leave this meditation, we are entering into a new world, one that is more peaceful, more loving. And we are entering into a space where we can stay calm, sweet, and happy, no matter what is happening. We're in a time of shake-up and change and transformation. But the old things must die in order for the new to begin. So feel this inner transformation as we become the change. We imagine a better world and we stay strong through this upheaval. Taking in a deep breath with the palms together in front of the heart. Amen. Om, peace, Amen. Joy to you, friends.